TV. Real conversations with real people.
All of this has been an evolution. Nothing about this journey is how I thought it was going to be. You know, shout out to the Free Game Society, man. Shout out to everybody, Team 100. Shout out to everybody that just keeps rocking, that understands what's going on here. We're just trying to make changes without compromising the truth, right? We're not up here just for the views. We're here for the impact.
Can anybody hear me? Is anybody out there?
I'd like to introduce y'all to V100 TV, man. Real conversation, inspired by some real. And I'll be your host.
Screaming free my brother to the day he home. Looked his mama in her eyes and said it won't be long. Feel the pressure building up, trying to right my wrongs. Turn my pain into these lessons, place inside this song. Every morning, couple push-ups and a verse from Psalms. 120 got me thinking, what the hell is wrong? You moving right inside this world, that's when they treat you wrong. And if you start to climb, I guarantee they want you gone. Now hold your place, stand steady, don't you start to waver. Get tunnel vision, lock in, study their behavior. Beware those, it's often quick to offer a handed favor. A long road, so know a couple of your dogs might waver. Never mind, it's destiny, you your family's savior. Look your people in their eyes, that's more than just your neighbor. Let's all learn to grow our gardens with some herbs and cater. Or go buy some land in Georgia outside of Decatur. With all I do.
Peace to the planet Earth. It's been a while. It's definitely been a minute. Shout out to everybody that continues to support V100 TV. I had to get up here today, man. It's an important day. It's voting day. We in voting season. And I got a question to anybody that might be seeing this. Did you get involved? Did you do your part? Did you vote? Or are you an individual who says, hey, my vote does not matter? It does not matter. The process is not real. And I guess to that, the challenging thought that I would issue is, well, why do they spend so much time trying to take away your ability to vote? Why do they take so much time to try to block out specific people from not just being able to vote, but to become a part of the political process? Why is it they try to box us out of certain political arenas? I heard a quote one time. Could be related, could not be related. I heard it once before, said that poor people vote, rich people organize. We should vote, so don't take that the wrong way. But what I got from that quote is we should be organizing too. There's a reason certain people are in a position. Before I go any further, man, shout out Sheba Williams, No Left Turn, who, man, they're proactive on the front line. Shout out to man, and forgive me if I'm forgetting anybody, man. Derek Redmond with Get Back to the Block, Catch More Kids Foundation, Shanoa Young, my big sis Monique, Yesenia, Flood. See you, brother. We gonna do some work. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's out there, really, you know, pushing the narrative, trying to let it be known that we need to do more. I want to start a trend, and that's why I really wanted to hop up here and do this impromptu live. I'm in the car still. I ain't even hopped inside. It's been a long day already. But I want to start this trend, right? And it goes like this. And some of y'all might not agree with it, but it is what it is, right? If you didn't vote, I feel like you shouldn't be able to complain about taxes. If you didn't vote, I feel like you shouldn't be able to complain about inflation. If you didn't vote, I feel like you shouldn't be able to complain about some of the laws that they're being passed. If you didn't vote, I feel like you shouldn't be able to scream free my loved one. Because 9 times out of 10, this is the scary part. I told my people I was going to put them on blast. I got a couple. I'm going to admit that in my camp, they didn't want to vote. Well, I don't know. They might vote now. We had a whole conversation. But They believe for whatever reason that their vote doesn't matter. But my question again was, if your vote doesn't matter, what will you do to cause change? What will you do to evoke change? If you don't believe that that works, that political process, which I said in the beginning of this live, they spend too much time trying to take your vote away. If you don't believe that that works, then what are you doing? Because what I found, scary to me, was that the majority of the people that aren't involved in the voting process aren't doing anything at all. They're just waiting for somebody to hit some magical button to free their loved one. They're just waiting for somebody to hit a magical button and change laws that are impacting them in their community. They're just waiting for somebody to hit a button and change laws to lower it. It does not work like that. If you don't believe in the politicians, then what are we doing to cultivate some, groom some? If you're somebody that can't vote, do you know that you can still help organize the vote? You can still, I remember one of the things I did, I volunteered to organize vote when I couldn't even vote. Georgia took me, they took my voting rights, took them back. It's crazy stuff. We got it right now. But what can you do? You can do a lot. Are you somebody that's just not proactive when it comes to the process of change? Or are you somebody that's just finding fault and flaw within this system of what you call voting? I get it. Politicians, they're headaches. Nobody really believes in what's going on. There's so many headaches attached to the government and all these things. I get it. But it's because of the people that are in place. If you know for a fact that there are people in place that can be removed via your vote, via a legal process, via a legal right, why not pursue that? If you can't vote, why not make sure that the people in your household at least go vote? If you can't vote, why not go holler at the neighbors, holler at the next man? But again, have a conversation. And this part is specific. This is personal. I've got a loved one in Virginia, Jefferson Ellie, aka Poetic Life of Law. So many of us, and shout out to everybody that's in Virginia, but so many of us all over the country, we've got loved ones that are incarcerated right now in Virginia, in the Commonwealth of Virginia. There is an election taking place. There are over 35 seats that are available. They can be changed. They're up for election. We can put the right people in place if we practice the process. The only way you can challenge a system is by challenging it. You have to get involved. And if you think that it's flawed, you have to get in the midst of it to expose it. If you sit there and you just remain neutral and you put your nose up or your head down or whatever, that is an issue. That's why I'm up here. I'm being direct. We cannot keep doing this. There's still time today. It's 1:26 according to, I don't know when everybody else is going to see this live. If you need to share this on your page, share this. If you need to send this to somebody via text, send it to them via text, because they need to know that the urgency is there and that things can change. We've seen what happened in states like Virginia when certain people are in place, certain people are taken out of place. We see what goes on. Now, I want to be clear and specific, especially because I just made that statement. Do your homework. Do your homework. And specifically to my Black and brown people, start doing your homework. Don't, if you do vote, and I'm hoping you vote, don't go in there and throw a blind cast. Do not go in there and vote blindly. Do not be pre-programmed when it comes to political party. Start doing your homework, because what you'll see now in 2023 is there's different people in different parties that are pushing different things that could support what you're trying to support. So there's a dude who's an anti to it. We were in a chat group. We actually had a peaceful conversation. You got to have a peaceful conversation. All my conversations, don't get me wrong, I'm passionate. I love my people. I ain't got no yes people, no yes men, no yes women in my circle. I'm grateful for that, but you got to have a conversation. I'm glad the conversations should always be peaceful, because I feel like that's the only way you can bring forth understanding in conversation and gain understanding. But more dialogue has to be made. If you know somebody that's not in support of the political process of voting, again, challenge them in a friendly way, in a positive conversation. Introduce it. Shout out to Shanita Brewer. She said, just got finished. I'm in Virginia. If anyone needs a ride, message me and I got you. This is what I'm talking about. Shanita Brewer's like, yo, you need a ride? I got you. Taking away excuses. That's another way you can aid and assist people right now that need to vote and get to the polls. Shout out to you, Shanita. We need 1 million more people like you, because there are people that want to vote. They don't have transportation. And before I forget, because somebody asked, go to the Lyft website. Lyft, yes, like Uber, Lyft, whatever. Go to Lyft website, and if you're struggling for transportation when it comes to jobs, training, school, they have programs up there on Lyft where you can get free rides. And I wanted to say that because you just reminded me. Shout out to that. Of course, if you're giving people rides, be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? But man, we need people at the polls. We need people to show up. This is my urgent cry. If you move by this video, my urgent plea, man, if you've got a loved one that's incarcerated, if you've got a law that you don't like, if you're tired of inflation, if you're tired of what's going on in your community, from local to what, vote. Get involved in the process. Do a post like this. Get up here and use your platform. Social media is powerful when you use it for the right reasons. We got to get past the point where we up here and we're doom scrolling, as they call it. We're scrolling for 40, 50 minutes straight. In 40, 50 minutes straight, you could have registered to vote and went to a voter poll, voted, cast your poll, walked out. Your vote can be the determining factor when it comes to your loved one walking out the gate 5 years earlier, rather than 10 years late. Think about that. If you got a loved one, what are you doing? If you got an issue with something, what are you doing? If you got a problem with MasterCard, what are you doing? Yes, voting may not be the end all be all. I understand. There's different ways to bring about change. I get it. But man, are we even exercising the opportunities and the avenues that we have right now? I believe this Brian, he says, man, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you are, you just get out there and vote. Yes, pay attention to the things that impact your life. I know the way that I voted when I was younger. I was a young man in the military is way different than how I vote now as a business owner. I'm just saying in 2023 versus voting in 2000 when I turned 18 or whatever. What you are passionate about, the things that impact your life, they change depending on your pathway. So yeah, that's why I'm saying continue to do your homework. Somebody said I'm an independent, but I vote my conscience, albeit left or right. I feel kind of like I'm an independent. I don't know what the true definition of that is. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be tied to a political party to vote. At the end of the day, there's going to be people that impact and affect what you have going on in this country, regardless. So you might as well vote. You might as well try to, if you're not good with who you think is going to end up in that spot, you might as well try to do your part and ask your wife or your kids or whoever, get the dogs out there. I don't care. We need everybody to vote. Listen. Vote, vote, vote. Spread the word. Get registered to vote. Get creative. Get people to the polls. And I want to say this, for whatever reason, not all the time, but sometimes we have a problem with organizing, getting together in the right way for things like this. Shout out to Sheba Williams and everybody else that was out there. I believe they're in Richmond. I'm down here in Atlanta, but VA's my second home. But I seen y'all out there. I wonder how many people were on the outside, in the audience or whatnot. Hopefully there was a big crowd. I don't know. I'm not sure. But man, when you have events like that, when you see these other help organizations, these other nonprofits, these other organizations or advocates or organizers that are taking their time, their energy, their effort to get people together to educate, man, support. If you're somebody that doesn't want to be frontline, support the people that are frontline. If you see the people that are frontline and you know that your agenda is in line with them and they push it, help support those people. I'm calling out VA. Support those people in VA. We need change now. I'm down here in Atlanta, calling us out to a selection day. I'm calling us out everywhere. If you're not frontline, support the frontline. We got to do something different, man. Hey, I'm about to start being back up here again. I'm about to get back into it, man. We're going to start building, educating, keep going. And again, man, new trend of the day. If you didn't vote, stop complaining. If you didn't vote, if you're not attempting to change the process or something that you say you're not good with, don't even complain, homie. There's no need to. There's no need to complain about who is in what position in what political office, and you haven't done anything to try to put the person that you think should be in there. And don't forget, you can think big. You can always run for political office yourself. Just saying, if you qualify. Shanice, I love how people having their kids out there showing them about voting. Yes, get the youth involved. I'm glad she put that up there. Listen, I want to be clear. A lot of times, man, depending on your age group, hey, parents didn't necessarily show us things like that. They just showed us getting a job, going to school, you know what I'm saying? But voting financial literacy, these things outside the box, start exposing the youth. Shout out to my brother's nonprofit, by the way, Weave Educational Genealogy Occupation Destiny Incorporated. I guess I said it way fast, but where we focus on the youth, not I guess it is. We focus on the youth. We focus on exposing them to new things, new experiences, so they know. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be somebody that has to learn about it later in life. I guess the faster you get the education, the knowledge, the faster you can apply it, and the quicker you can cause change and impact in your life. So definitely, man, if you can bring the youth, the children down there, so they can witness what it's like to be in that environment and vote. If you can educate them along the process, why it's important to vote. If you can educate them to who they can vote for. And this is another thing which I think, start really doing the homework to the candidates. Don't wait to the last second, as I'm all over the place with this voting thing. Stop waiting to the last second. A lot of us ain't even doing homework, but if you do, stop waiting to the last second. Start seeing, let's start looking for track records. Let's start seeing candidates that come out from some of the same neighborhoods, same environments, facing some of the same situations that we're facing, be put in place. We can cause change in the right way, and we can start doing it now, man. Yo, anybody want to get with me? Organize, educate, empower, talk about it, discuss. Y'all know what it is. Christopher Life Willis, D100 TV, man. Hey, we about to be back in it. I'm out. Peace.